Hello viewers and welcome to another exciting episode of Erongo Talk. I'm your host Nicanor Nangolo, and today we're here in Swakopmund, where as per usual we bring you your latest news updates, weather tides, and today we also chat with CEO of Environmental Investment Fund of Namibia, Benedict Libanda, who talks to us about the water softening project with the Ministry of Agriculture and Water Reform. So do not go anywhere, we'll be right back after the break.
Take a load off and tune into another episode of Brave Namibia as we take a look at both ordinary and extraordinary Namibians. Brave Namibia is broadcasted on NTV Saturdays at 6:30 p.m. and oneup2.com, as well as broadcasted on the following Facebook platforms on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Republican, Allgemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and all Namibia Media Holdings pages. For more information, contact the Brave team at brave@synergy.com.na. Brave Namibia, for the ordinary and extraordinary Namibians.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact erongotalk@synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
And now for your first news story. 2 motor vehicle accidents claimed the lives of 3 persons, 2 drivers and a passenger at the coast on Saturday. The names of the deceased are known, but their next of kin had not been yet informed, and therefore the names cannot be published at this stage. The first accident was a head-on collision between a white Kia sedan with 4 occupants, including a driver, a 35-year-old male traveling from Dunes Mall towards Naravel, and a silver VW Golf with 2 occupants, including the driver, a 45-year-old male traveling in the opposite direction on Saturday at about 2100 hours on the C14 road. The accident occurred near the engine service station. The driver of the Kia sedan was pronounced dead on the scene. The deceased body was taken to the Walvis Bay Police Mortuary for post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death. The driver of the VW Golf sustained moderate injuries. The passengers in both vehicles sustained minor to serious injuries and were taken to the Walvis Bay State Hospital. The unit commander of Community Affairs in the Erongo region, Inspector Eleni Shapumba, said. In another incident, a white Colt pickup with 3 occupants, including a driver, a 36-year-old male traveling from Swakopmund towards Walvis Bay, overturned and rolled several times before it landed on the driver's side. This accident happened at about 2100 hours on the B2 road in the vicinity of Long Beach area between Swakopmund and Walvis Bay. The driver apparently lost control over the vehicle while overtaking another vehicle. The driver and one of the passengers, unidentified, were declared dead at the scene. Another passenger, who is the owner of the vehicle, sustained no injuries, Shapumba said. Now, moving on. Benedict Mining Resource Namibia emerged as the winner of the 2023 ESG Forum Award for the Community Engagement category at the African Mining Indaba in Cape Town. Benedict received the award for its Early Learner Assistance ELA program in Namibia, and the CEO of the company, Brendan Munro, accepted the award. Benedict is delighted to be recognized for the Early Learner Assistance Program through winning one of the world's most prestigious ESG awards, but we are far more grateful for the positive direct impact the program has had on the lives of the learners and their family members in Namibia. We believe this support has also profoundly impacted school teachers and principals and motivated our passionate employees. It is immensely satisfying to have launched the program in 2011 and see how much good it continues to deliver more than a decade later. The EL program was conceived in 2011 with the goal of reducing the rate of children dropping out of primary schools, and an outcome that would typically embed into the poverty circle. In designing the program, Benedict consulted several local education officers, school principals, education specialists, community leaders, and its own staff. And now for your third and final story. Koyan Football Club CFC 1 retained the Category A title by defeating Sport Club 1 3-1 in a final of the Bang Windhoek Football opening tournament played at the SFC Sports Center in Swakopmund. Defending champions Swakopmund SFC 2 defeated SKW 2 in a nail-biting final and retained the Category B title. The Football Association of Namibia's media officer and captain of the winning team CFC 1, Helmo Mintz, described the final against SKW as a tough match. We were on the back foot. We literally had to fight our way into the game, which was not easy. SKW1's position was strong and the weather conditions were also quite harsh. In the end, we managed to come back and won. Mintz said it was a great tournament overall that produced quality matches. We also had a match where the squad from the national team played against each other. The quality was great, and we are looking forward to participating at the World Cup in July in Mannheim, Germany. Now, if you want to read more on this or any of our other stories, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. Up next, we have our interview, so do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1of2.com, and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemene Zeitung, Namibian Sun, and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Also happens to be the director of Rural Water Supply, Sanitation and Coordination within the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform. The ED, thank you so much for the support and for initiating this very important event. These are two individuals I respect most. I've known them for quite a long time, particularly the director of Rural Water Supply. He was extremely instrumental to my career when I started at the EIF in terms of supporting me to settle down in various capacity. The ED as well, we've worked together on national development priorities in various capacity. A person I respect, and I can testify that the two have got the country at their heart in terms of development. Let me start by thanking the ministry for this initiative. I'm extremely honored on behalf of the Environmental Investment Fund to be here to sign this memorandum of understanding or agreement. Our relationship emanates long way back since our establishment. So these agreements, places our relationship to another level. We have worked together on various projects. This related to water supply in rural areas, to sustainable agricultural projects, integrating renewable energy projects within the agricultural space, to a certain level working with resettlement farms as well, supporting them to improve livelihoods and resilience. So we are excited on scaling up this desalination project that has been now initiated by the ministry. Actually, people might be wondering why we're signing this in Erongo region. This is because the first demonstration plant was here in Erongo region, in Swakopmund, and it proved to be extremely successful. And what we are doing here in partnership with the ministry is to replicate that success across the country, so that the most vulnerable, the most in need, access those water resources. Our country is one of the 30th driest country in the entire world, and that is also manifested by the impact of climate change. When we look at climate change projection, already we're starting to feel the heat of climate change. Rainfall is being reduced by 10% by 2050. Evaporation rate currently stands at 80%, but by 2050 it will be 90%. Our absorption capacity of our land is extremely poor to retain the water that comes from the sky because of the heat that is associated with the climate change impacts. So it is extremely important that we conserve the little water that we have. We deploy affordable and appropriate technologies for our communities so that we improve their livelihoods and that we also contribute towards rural development. At the EIF, Comrade AD, we have drilled and retrofitted about 198 boreholes since 2020. In that 2 years, 2019 rather, in that 3 years, we've been able to provide water to different communities, mainly within conservancies and community forestry, for wildlife and livelihood, a support system as well as livestock. So we are seeing a lot of small-scale farmers starting with vegetable production and also small-scale green schemes, etc. And this is the importance of our relationship between the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, as well as the Environmental Investment Fund. This agreement also signifies a challenge to us, Comrade ED, that we need to step up to support the Ministry of Agriculture. So we've got some pipelines that we will discuss, in detail with the ministry, mainly for policy guidance as well as for coordination, as it was alluded earlier on. We are currently being accredited by the Adaptation Fund, and our pipeline of projects, our thinking so far, we are conceptualizing support to resettlement farms, especially the group resettlement farms. Also looking at how we provide efficient equipment and technologies to support the agricultural production, and water will be key input in the livelihood support of those entities. We are also looking at accessing funding from the Green Climate Fund for the next replenishment period of the EIF, where we are looking at urban and peri-urban agriculture. And all this falls within the mandate of the Ministry of Agriculture, and we would like to take this partnership forward into another level, so that we enhance the resilience and the adaptability of our communities, especially the most vulnerable. Having said that, let me thank the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Slatwine for the leadership, as well as the entire management and the executive team of the Ministry of Agriculture under your leadership for this initiative, as well as for the vote of thanks, vote of confidence that have been demonstrated to the EIF. We have heard the timelines, Mr. Ariba, that before the end of this financial year, we have to deliver at least 2 of those facilities. We will act like lightning, in the speed of lightning, to execute, implement, and also ensure that we don't disenfranchise our communities who are expected to benefit from this novel initiative. So, in that regard, Comrade Iti, Director of Rural Water Supply, Sanitation and Coordination, on behalf of the EIF, we thank you so much for your support.
3, 2, 1.
We Talk brings you community news that lies at the heart of Windhoek residents. We Talk aims to reach viewers who are between 25 and 45 years old, mostly women, with our largest viewership in the morning until 12 p.m. and then again after 7 p.m. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Windhoek Express, The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun and Namibia Media Holdings. We Talk focuses on news from our website, community-based interviews, eliminating life's manifold frustrations in simple and deliciously clever ways, and more. Contact We Talk at synergy.com.na to share your community news, products, and services. You live, we talk.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. Erongo Talk aims to reach coastal residents, keeping them updated on what's happening in their community. This show is broadcasted on NTV, 1up2.com and cross-shared on the following Facebook platforms: Erongo, The Republican, Algemeine Zeitung, Namibian Sun and Namibia Media Holdings. Erongo Talk focuses on community news, weather update, fishing report, helpful tips, as well as sport and entertainment. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news. Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
Just give me your heart, I won't make it break. Just give me your heart, I won't make it break. Streets are pretty empty. My heart used to be full. I would like to feel again what I felt with you. Happy, 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 happy. Come on, my love, show me how to feel again. Come on, my love, you know me. I want to live again. We used to be so perfect. Something really changed. My eyes are full of tears again. Your eyes so many hues. Happy,
Just open your heart, nikupokaga. Tekulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Just open your heart, nikupokaga. Tekulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Tambula mumetitimu, mumuno kalila. Elera mumetitimu, mumuno gadira. Irekuno chipwela, irekuno chidira. Siranjo chimkwiro, fit me, siranjo chikwira. Just open your heart, nikupokaga. Nikulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade. Just open your heart, nikupokaga. Nikulukile mbeti chomu ya jomagade.
Erongo Talk brings you community news in the Erongo region. For news-related or advertising queries, contact Erongo Talk at synergy.com.na. Erongo Talk, our community, your news.
And now, unfortunately, we have come to the end of our episode. But for more news, you can check out our website. That's at www.erongo.com.na. You can also send us your news tips at newstipserongo.com.na, or you can share with us your story in our WhatsApp and our Telegram. That's at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. Now you can also follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Alternatively, you can check out our online channel, that's oneup2.com, or you can simply check us out on DSTV channel 285 or on GoTV channel 94. Now that was all for today's episode. Until next time, it's adios.